TechLink saves you time by updating you on the tech news, but you could also save time on other stuff with the help of Magical, who sponsored this video. What kind of stuff? We'll tell you later, okay? Don't worry about it. Saving time. Google's AI overviews in search appear to have broadly rolled out to the American public, and the internet has exploded with examples of the world's most popular search engine telling users to thicken pizza sauce with glue, non-toxic, of course, and eat at least one small rock per day. So refreshing to see more health advice from alternative sources like geologists. And not even real ones. That was quoted from an Onion article. But Google isn't just citing the wrong experts. The glue pizza recommendation was pulled from an 11-year-old comment left by the Reddit user Smith.
Don't ask what he makes.
He's got a very specific specialization. We managed to reach him by phone, but all we heard was Yes, it appears that Google now treats forum posts claiming you can hover if you jump and simply don't look down as gospel truth, and is also pulling a Meta AI and claiming it has children. Their favorite breakfast is Smoothie's oatmeal breakfast smoothie, which actually makes that more believable. That's what they would like.
What do you put in your smoothie, Johnny? Smoothie?
Yep, Google is now so broken, it told one user that doctors recommend smoking 2 to 3 cigarettes per day during pregnancy.
Babies need tar.
So it's a good thing that there's a way to disable the AI features. If you don't want to mouse over and enable the new web filter for every search, you can add UDM=14 to the end of your search URL and automate that process in your browser settings. Of course, if you prefer Google to help you reimagine Nintendo's Wario as a sassy, messy, polyamorous bottom in Mario Drag, then, yep.
Wow!
It's a free country. I mean, you can while you like. iFixit says it's dropping its partnership with Samsung over the company's unwillingness to make it easier to repair their devices. 2 years ago, the companies agreed that iFixit would be Samsung's designated third-party parts and tools distributor, with Samsung making replacement parts available to anyone. The idea was that Samsung was setting off hand in wrench with iFixit on a journey to make their devices more repairable. Instead, Samsung kept part prices high and components glued together, proving that there ain't no fixing some things what got broke.
What'd they use for glue? Pizza cheese?
It's an option. To make matters worse, a leaked contract seen by 404 Media indicated Samsung required independent repair shops to give up the personal information and repair details of customers, as well as immediately disassemble Samsung devices repaired with third-party parts. Terms like these will be illegal once right to repair laws passed in New York, Minnesota, and California come into effect later this year, and iFixit says they'll still provide parts and repair fix kits for Samsung devices. So all is not lost for Galaxy lovers. But you might want to think about seeing other phone manufacturers. No, I can fix him. Oh, honey.
Literally, you can't.
A new report has thrown a wrench into the conflict between dystopia generator, OpenAI, and Scarlett Johansson, the star of multiple movies that depict said dystopia. Here's a quick refresher of the issue. OpenAI demoed its new real-time voice mode for ChatGPT last week, using a voice that many, including apparently Sam Altman himself, compared to the AI voice assistant played by ScarJo in the 2013 movie Her. ScarJo eventually released a statement claiming that OpenAI asked her to voice their assistant in September 2023. She declined, and months later they reached out again 2 days before the GPT-4o event. Now in the ensuing backlash, OpenAI paused the use of the alleged ScarJo copying voice, called Sky, as legal experts chimed in on the actress's right to sue the company. Her case was looking pretty solid. But 2 days ago, a Washington Post investigation found that the actress behind the Sky voice, who wished to remain anonymous, was hired in June 2023, months before Johansson says she refused OpenAI's request. Now, furthermore, according to OpenAI's casting call and her agent, the Sky actress was never directed to imitate ScarJo or her character in Her. Now, don't get me wrong, OpenAI has been acting pretty sketchy lately, but to me, the two voices sound completely different, other than the fact that they're both women from either LA or Manhattan speaking in a friendly tone. It's like saying Christian Bale and Jason Statham are copying each other's gritty Cockney style of speaking. It's two different blokes, isn't it?
Especially since Jason Statham can only be heard within a 1 foot radius.
I'm f***ing Batman, innit? Going on about this isn't productive, unlike this video's sponsor,
Magical. It's the productivity app that wants to help you save time by taking care of repetitive tasks like entering data, filling out forms, and responding to messages. 100% free to download, the Magical Chrome extension is compatible with over 10 million tools, apps, and services like Gmail, LinkedIn, and at least 9,999,998 more. That's just math. Create message templates that Magical can auto-personalize by filling in your recipient's name and any other relevant information, so you can easily send a message to Linus from LMG and say you love his company's YouTube channels. Even if you don't have a template, Magical's AI reply lets you respond to emails and messages with one click without repeating specific words like utilize 100 times. No offense if you do that. Actually, some offense. Meanwhile, Magical's transfers feature can scrape info from up to 50 Chrome tabs at once and plop it all in a spreadsheet or form near instantly. So download the Magical extension for free using the link below and save your precious time so you can focus on what actually matters, like tech news. For example,
are you ready to save even more time? Oh boy, I am. AMD is allegedly rebranding their upcoming, stupidly named Ryzen AI 100 APUs. No, they're not making the name less stupid, you silly goose. They're making the number bigger, because Intel made them feel inadequate. According to a leaker, Team Blue's upcoming Core Ultra 200 series made AMD feel like their chip number was too small. So they're rebranding it as the Ryzen AI 300 series. We've reached out to psychologists to try and determine exactly what level of small penis compensation this is.
None of them have returned our calls.
Microsoft suffered a massive services outage this morning that left users completely unable to access Bing, Copilot, ChatGPT Internet Search, and DuckDuckGo, which wouldn't have been sad at all if Google wasn't treating search like a creative writing class right now. Thankfully, Microsoft seemed to get on top of the issue pretty quickly and fixed it about 9 hours later without specifying exactly what caused it. The incident is a lovely reminder that other than the Russia-based Yandex, we have exactly 2 companies providing the backbone of internet search, and they're both a little off their rocker right now, so that's cool. The US government has announced that it intends to resume a 25% tariff on graphics cards, motherboards, and PC cases assembled in China. This follows another recent decision to double the tariff on Chinese semiconductors from 25 to 50%. The tariffs were paused over the past year in part to take industry feedback. Several companies, including Nvidia and HP, argued that they don't have the manufacturing capacity to take on all of the components currently made in China. US consumers should, therefore, expect to see the cost of electronics rise sharply because we're passing the taxes on to you. Spotify says they have discontinued Car Thing. Car Thing.
You make my car sing.
That's their $90 hardware experiment that brought Spotify and voice controls to cars without Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Now, this doesn't mean they're no longer making the device. They already stopped doing that 2 years ago. Now they're going to remotely brick every car thing in existence before the end of the year. There's no refund, no trade-in option. It just becomes e-waste. Oh, and Spotify recommends you contact your local waste disposal department on how to dispose of the device. Spotify doesn't want you mishandling the garbage they made. What do you want us to do with it?
It's expensive, it's $90 garbage.
That thing doesn't even work. What do you want me to do with it? And whale scientists think they've figured out why orcas have been ramming and sometimes sinking boats off the coast of Spain, Portugal, France, and Morocco. This behavior has been going on for 5 years. 673 boats have been attacked since 2020. What could inspire such aggression? Grief? Revenge? Nope, turns out it was bored teens. Juvenile killer whales just apparently enjoy messing with the rudders of ships. It was a fad and it just kind of caught on. Everyone was doing it.
Mom!
Now, this isn't to say that these orca teens aren't dangerous. Official guidance is that if you see one, do not enter the water, or they will tear you apart with pointed insults about your outfit and general vibe. your self-esteem may never recover. And I may never recover if you don't come back on Monday for more tech news. I mean, like, it's gonna happen, the show, and someone needs to watch. I can't. I'll probably be doing the tech news, so, you know, like, someone please, like, I don't, the world is so confusing.